Hey everyone, Noah here with Sports Day Tribune, bringing you the latest from the 2024 Paris Olympics. Today, we're diving into Team USA's dominant performance against Germany in women's basketball. Before we get into it, help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers so we can keep bringing you more content like this. Alright, let's talk hoops. Team USA just steamrolled Germany 87-68, and let me tell you, it was a sight to behold. Now, you might be thinking, Noah, that doesn't sound like a blowout. But trust me, this game was all USA from the second quarter onwards. So, here's the deal. Both teams came into this match undefeated in the group stage. Germany had some solid wins under their belt, but Team USA, they were on another level. They'd already crushed Japan and Belgium, looking like the gold medal favorites everyone expected them to be. Now, I'll be honest, the game started a bit shaky for the US. Germany actually led after the first quarter, and you could feel a bit of tension in the air. But then, boom. The second quarter hit, and it was like someone flipped a switch on Team USA. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're Germany, feeling pretty good about yourself after that first quarter. Then suddenly, you're hit with a tidal wave of red, white, and blue. Team USA outscored Germany by 15 points in that quarter alone. 15. That's not just a momentum shift, that's a complete game changer. From that point on, it was all Team USA. They kept Germany at arm's length for the entire second half, never letting them get close enough to threaten their lead. It was a masterclass in how to control a game. Now, let's talk about the stars of the show. Usually, when we think of Team USA basketball, two names come to mind: A'ja Wilson and Breanna Stewart. These MVPs have been carrying the torch for the team throughout the Olympics. But today was Jackie Young's day to shine. Young came off the bench and absolutely lit it up. She dropped a team-high 19 points, shooting at a scorching 54% from the field. But here's the kicker. She nailed 5 three-pointers. 5. In a game where Team USA had been struggling from beyond the arc, Young's sharpshooting was a game-changer. But don't think Wilson and Stewart were slacking off. No way. Wilson put up 14 points and grabbed 3 rebounds, while Stewart added 13 points and 3 boards of her own. These two are like the reliable engines of a high-performance car, always running smoothly, always delivering. On the German side, Satu Sabally tried her best to keep her team in the game. She led Germany with 15 points, but it took her 18 shots to get there. Team USA's defense was just relentless, making every possession a struggle for Germany. Speaking of defense, let's talk about that for a second. Team USA's defense was like a swarm of angry bees. They forced Germany into a whopping 23 turnovers. 23. That's not just good defense, that's suffocating defense. And those turnovers? Team USA turned them into gold, scoring 28 fast break points. It was like watching a highlight reel in real time. Steal, sprint, score, rinse, and repeat. Germany just couldn't keep up with the pace. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Noah, isn't this just another win for Team USA? Aren't they always this dominant? And you're not wrong. This is the 58th straight Olympic win for the US women's team. That's not a typo. 58 consecutive victories at the Olympics. That's a dynasty, folks. But here's why this win is special. It secured Team USA the top seed in the medal round. They're now set to face Nigeria in the quarterfinals, which is a historic matchup in itself. Nigeria is the first African team to ever make it this far in Olympic women's basketball. That's huge for the sport and for African basketball as a whole. Let's take a moment to appreciate the depth of this USA team. When the starters were struggling a bit, Coach Cheryl Reeve didn't panic. She just turned to her bench and brought in a lineup that included Sabrina Ionescu, Jewel Lloyd, and Brittany Griner. I mean, come on. That's like having a second starting 5 ready to go. Coach Reeve said it best. We're not the USA dynasty without it. I think it's what defines the dynasty is the depth of talent that the USA has. And she's absolutely right. This team is so deep that they can afford to bring Brittany Griner, one of the most dominant centers in the game, off the bench. That's just unfair. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The medal round is where things really heat up. Team USA has their sights set on their 8th consecutive gold medal. 8. That's nearly 30 years of dominance in Olympic women's basketball. Their quarterfinal match against Nigeria is going to be interesting. Nigeria's made history just by getting this far, but you can bet they're not satisfied with just making an appearance. They're going to come out swinging, trying to pull off what would be one of the biggest upsets in Olympic history. The other quarterfinal matchups are set too. We've got Spain taking on Belgium, France facing Germany in what should be a great European showdown, and Serbia squaring off against Australia. The winners of these games will move on to the semifinals on Friday. Now, let's circle back to this game against Germany for a moment. One of the most impressive things about Team USA's performance was their defensive intensity. They held Germany to just 43% shooting from the field. And get this, across their 3 pool play games, Team USA has racked up 27 steals. That's not just good defense, that's defensive dominance. Jackie Young was a beast on both ends of the floor. Not only did she lead the team in scoring, but she also snagged 4 steals. Aja Wilson wasn't far behind with 3 steals of her own. This team isn't just outscoring opponents, they're outworking them on every possession. One area where Team USA has been struggling a bit is 3-point shooting. Coming into this game, they were shooting just 26% from beyond the arc in the Olympics. And early on against Germany, it looked like more of the same. They started off 3 for 12 from 3-point range. But then something clicked. Led by Young's 5 3-pointers and a couple more from Kalia Copper, Team USA found their range. This is crucial moving forward. In tighter games, those 3-pointers could be the difference between winning and losing. The German coach, Lisa Tomaitis, summed it up perfectly after the game. The athleticism and the skill level they can bring in off the bench. I mean, you're bringing Brittany Griner off the bench. I mean, that's just another level. And she's right. How do you game plan for a team that can bring in fresh legs that are just as talented, if not more so, than the players they're replacing? As we look ahead to the medal rounds, it's hard not to feel excited about Team USA's chances. They've shown they can dominate even when they're not at their best defensively. Their defense is relentless, their bench is deep, and they have multiple players who can take over a game at any moment. But let's not get complacent. Olympic basketball is full of surprises, and every team left in the tournament is there for a reason. Nigeria, their next opponent, has already made history. They'll be playing with house money, and that can make a team dangerous. The road to gold is never easy, even for a team as talented as this USA squad. They'll need to maintain their focus, keep up their defensive intensity, and continue to get contributions from throughout their roster. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate what we're witnessing. This USA women's basketball team is carrying on a legacy of excellence that spans decades. They're not just winning, they're inspiring the next generation of basketball players around the world. Every game, every dominant performance is another chapter in this incredible story of USA women's basketball, and we're lucky enough to be here to witness it. So, as we look forward to the quarterfinals, keep your eyes on Team USA. Whether it's Aja Wilson dominating in the paint, Brianna Stewart showing off her all-around game, or Jackie Young catching fire from 3-point range, you know you're in for a show. That's all for now, folks. This is Noah from Sports Day Tribune, signing off. Remember, the road to gold goes through Team USA, and right now, that road looks pretty darn smooth. Stay tuned for more updates as we head into the medal rounds. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're aiming for 1,000 subscribers, and with your help, we'll get there in no time. Until next time, keep your head in the game.